Why, hello. So, I am in a different location to start this video because I am once again home alone, which, I don't love, but that's okay because it means I can talk in the office and there's no one I will be bugging other than my cat. But I am very excited. I have had this idea to make this for a while and I'm finally going to do it. It's another smaller project, but a little bit more involved because I need to come up with the pattern for it and everything. I want to make like a fanny pack bag inspired by the one that Uniqlo has. I've already tried working through some test runs just because, again, I'm not doing this with a pattern, so I needed to kind of work through the process a little bit just to make sure that I actually could do this, and I'm feeling confident about it. So let's get to creating this bag, shall we? So basically, when I was first starting to plan how I wanted to do this, I was looking at the bag itself and I created dimensions and stuff. Oh, do I have that sheet of paper? Anyways, yes, I will have the picture of the bag up here just so that you guys know what I am referring to. But from what I could tell, it looked like it was half double crochet for the stitch length. And we have an Appa visitor. All right, now we have an Appa sitting down here with me. So if I'm looking off to the side, / if a tail whips into the frame, that is why. But yes, so the bag, it looks like it is about half double crochet in like terms of the stitch height. And then I tried my best to count it, but I think it was about like 46 wide by 22 long. But I think they were definitely using a thinner yarn than what I want to use. So I'm gonna have to adjust things a bit just to make it work for myself. I am debating adding a flap to the front of the bag instead of doing a zipper, just because I don't really feel like running out to buy a zipper. I'm planning to use some leftover scrap yarn from the vest I made for the Red Fair, just because I have a decent amount of it and I really like that color of yarn, and I think it'd be a cute bag, so I want to try and use that. Yeah, so I wanted to try and make kind of like a sewing pattern almost for this, just so that I could get the sizing right. I have some like tracing paper. Yeah, I felt like the tracing paper would be a good option because then I could put it over the top of what I was working on and like see what I was doing, and I also never use this, so I came up with a couple prototypes. Again, I was just trying to see like how big I wanted this to be. I also have not finished this bag, so just for the record, I just did a lot of pre-planning before I started officially filming this video. So this was like the first prototype that I came up with. It's a little, I don't know, big and kind of bulky, which I don't love, and I decided on something that's about this size. I feel like it's pretty good. Like, it's definitely bigger than my current bag, but it's not significantly bigger. So like I said, I want to use the yarn that I had used for my sweater vest from the Ren Fair. So I have like this much left. I feel like I can make it work. Obviously, I'm a little concerned about running out, but if I do, I can try and supplement with another yarn that I have maybe. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. How about that? Since the yarn that I'm using is a lot thicker than the one that they used for the original bag, for the original one they had 46 stitches across, and I think for myself I'm going to do 33 just because that sizing seems to be better, and then I also don't want this to be a huge bag. So I'm going to have it be 33 wide, and then I'm going to do 14 down. So that's the current plan. I'm hoping that it works out. I still haven't figured out how I'm going to do the strap. Still haven't decided if I'm going to do like a front flap, but this is all an experiment and I am excited to just give this a try. So I'll maybe chat while I work on the bag, but I'm not sure. Let's get to making this bag, shall we? Apparently I'm in a chit-chatty mood, so I'm gonna prop my phone up, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna put this down on the desk. If the audio quality is bad, my apologies. I recently taught myself how to do a foundation chain so that I don't have to go back through everything after chaining. I've really been liking it for yarn that is a little bit more troublesome, like harder to use, just because then I don't have to go back you know, through everything and try and work my way into a chain, especially when I was working on that pride top. That yarn was so thin, and trying to go into a chain was nearly impossible because the hole was so small. So doing a foundation chain is actually really, really helpful. I'm just gonna keep crocheting. I think I'm gonna stop talking, focus, and get this done. Hello, so it is now the second day of me working on this bag. I did indeed finish the first panel of it. I'm hoping I didn't make this too small. I'm a little concerned that I did because I was wanting a bag bigger than what I'm currently using, and I think I just ended up making a bag almost exactly the same size, but it is what it is. So yes, I finished this panel yesterday. Also, don't mind my hair. I woke up not too long ago and I just reset my bangs, so my hair looks a little crazy, but I just wanted to film this because I want to start getting into continuing to work on the bag. So anyway, yes, finished this yesterday. I am liking the shape so far. Again, I'm a little worried I made it too small, but I'm hoping that with the side panels and other stuff that I want to make for this, it'll be fine. I also have the other back panel that is made, so that's good. So I just need the sides now. I'll need a strap. I still need to decide if I'm gonna do a zipper or a flap in the front. And then I wanna try and make some pockets for the inside. Yeah, that's the plan. I have started a little bit of the side, so that's what I'm working on right now, and I'm doing single crochet so that it doesn't stretch as much as the half double crochet, since this is how things are going to be held in. So yeah, I don't have the most yarn left, so I might need to get creative when it comes to the strap, but we'll get there. And I do need to decide pretty soon if I'm gonna have a front flap or not. But yeah, that is the plan. I'm kind of hoping I can finish this bag today. I feel like that'd be pretty cool, but I still have quite a few things that I need to make for this, so we'll see if that's actually possible. Also, it's already so hot today. It's supposed to be 94, and I think it's already almost 80. It's hot. I think that's it. So I'm gonna start working on this side panel a bit more, and yeah, we'll see how far I get today. Alright, so I have finished the bottom part of the bag, which is great. I only have this much of the yarn left, so I think I'm gonna have to get a bit creative when it comes to the strap. Thankfully, I have a bunch of cotton scraps in here that I could use. I think, if I'm honest with myself, I'm probably going to need some sort of flap to close this because I don't really want to go out and buy a zipper. I'm going to use this to make a flap for the bag, and then I was wanting to make some pockets for the inside, but obviously it won't work because I'll probably have to use the rest of this for the strap. So I'm wondering, I'll probably use this for the strap. I do have this tan yarn, which could work for some inside pockets, so maybe I'll do that. I think I'll probably make another one this size out of this and then just make a couple smaller pockets. I think that's the plan. I feel like this is going pretty well, tentatively, because I don't know for sure. I won't know until it's all together. But I think before I make the outside flap, I want the inside pieces first, and then I will stitch all of those pieces together. Then I'll make the flap, and then I'll make the strap. I think that's the best order of operations for this. So I'm gonna turn my fan back on and get to making this inner panel. So Okay, so mini update. I have an inner pocket done now. That way I can separate stuff out, and I decided to attach it to the back panel. I think now what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to sew this like bottom panel to the sides and then see how it goes. I'm not positive if I'm gonna make more inner pockets, just because I tried putting like my keys and stuff in this little pocket, and it's a little more flimsy than I thought it would be, so I'm not positive I want smaller pockets in here, just because I don't want it to get too bulky. I'm gonna stitch stuff together and then make that flap. So as I stitched everything together, I started to not really like how it was looking, unfortunately. This was the first time I was really seeing all the pieces come together, and for some reason it like wasn't laying well together and definitely wasn't exactly as I had imagined. In hindsight, it's not as bad as I thought it was at the time, but definitely I started panicking a little bit about its shape and the fact that it wouldn't lie flat, so I started to worry that I had wasted some of my time and started to rethink the entire project. So yeah, I started stitching things together. I put the bottom panel on. Oh, it's a little blown out. You can kind of see it. It's looking a little weird. I'm not loving it. And for some reason, the back where I put that extra little pocket, it looks really weird. I'm not exactly sure what's happening. I almost wonder if there's just too much yarn trying to fit into this space, and so therefore it's causing some issues. So I'm thinking about undoing that inner pocket maybe. And I also think that this opening is too big, because even with like some sort of flap, I just worry it's just gonna fling open, you know? I'm just a little stuck on how to fix this. I probably could research some bag patterns and stuff, which I maybe should do. I was just really hoping I could finish this today. I really wanted it to be done, but it's just looking a little weird, and like, I don't know why I'm not liking it that much, which is unfortunate, because I do think like it's a cool concept, and I think this is like cool, but I don't know. There's just something about it that is not quite working for me. So I'm gonna take out that middle panel that I created. I think that's partially causing some issues, and then I'm gonna figure out maybe if I like sew the sides a little bit, it'll like help it to not fling open. This isn't exactly going to plan, but you know, that's kind of what happens when you're freehanding stuff. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So I don't think I would call this a fail yet. I feel like I can save this, but we'll see how this goes. So after looking at a bunch of other like fanny pack examples that I've been seeing online, which again, I probably should have looked this up beforehand. I think it would maybe be best if I undid everything that I've already done, which I don't love, but I just don't see a way of making this work without a zipper. I think with a zipper, it's just gonna have everything flying out. And also, I don't love the shape. Like, I like the idea of it. I think if this was like regular fabric, I would maybe be more okay with it. But the fact that it is, I don't know, like crocheted with this variegated yarn, I'm not loving it as much as I really wanted to. I was really telling myself I liked it, but I just don't. I'm thinking I hate doing this, but I think I'm going to unravel this, which is painful. And then I think the new plan is to make like a really long rectangle that I can fold in half with extra room for a flap. and then I will create some side pieces so that more stuff can fit inside of it. That way, like, I can pinch it at the top but make it wider at the bottom, if that makes any sense. Now that's the plan. So now I need to fully unravel this, which again really sucks, but I don't have the yarn to spare to not unravel these. So I'm gonna unravel this, and that'll be the new plan. I think it's gonna work better and be more structurally sound. And yeah, I just think the yarn that I chose is a bit too flimsy for this shape. It is unfortunate that I have to scrap all of this, but you know, that's the process. That's the creating process. Gotta roll with the punches, I guess. So, well, hello. I realized I don't know if I've worn this outfit already. I maybe have worn this tank top already in this video, but it's hot, so if I rewore it, oh well. Anyway, it has been a couple days. I took a few days off just because I needed to work on some other stuff, and then also it was the weekend and I just kind of needed a bit of a break anyway. So, but I am hoping that I can actually finish this bag today. I like this new plan of making just a big rectangle and then adding some side padding. Yeah, I think that's the main plan. Honestly, this whole process has not been what I expected. And like, I know that that's like part of the creation process is that things don't always go to plan, but I thought that it would go a little more to plan than it has been. So, you know, it's fine. Like it is completely fine. I think it's funny that like I went through that whole process of making that other bag only to find out that I don't even like the shape of it. So it's not bad. I just think it's not my personal taste, and I prefer something like more boxy, I guess, which I should have known because my current bag is literally like, I think I thrifted it and it's like an old camera bag, I'm pretty sure. That's like a little rectangle kind of thing. So I should have known that I wouldn't have wanted something that was so circular, I guess. So that's on me, but you know, it's all right. So I'm gonna make a rectangle piece now, and I'm really hoping I can finish this bag today, and I'll check in again while I'm working on it. Yeah, let's finish this bag, shall we? So the process for this one was much more simple. I just made a rectangle that was about 33 stitches long and then worked rows until it was about the length that I wanted. I was using my phone also to like make sure to measure that the width was wide enough to fit my phone. Also, Appa decided to hop up and join me. She was really wanting attention on this day. So she hung out with me for quite a while, honestly, probably like an hour or two. But yeah, it was nice to have her joining me and just nice to be working on a bit more simple of a project and pattern as well. So I am sad that I had to take apart that other one, but I think in the long run this was the right choice for me and definitely is making a bag that I prefer. So okay, so I have finished the rectangle, which I know very exciting in comparison to what I was making before, but I think this is gonna be more what I was after in the first place. I think it's a shape that I like better and will just be better in general for myself. So I also created in the last row a little like buttonhole thing. So I might try and make like a tie or something, but in general I think this shape is just going to be so much better and much more my style. I need to create some side panels. I'm thinking of making like triangles almost so that it's wider at the bottom but then skinnier at the top so that it stays closed. At least that's my thinking. Once again, I don't have the most of this yarn left, so I'll probably have to improvise what I make the strap out of, but I have plenty of yarn, so I'll find something that works with it. That's where I'm at. I'm liking this a lot better. I think this is going to be a bit nicer than what I had before. Well, not nicer, just more my style than what I had before. So yeah, so I'm gonna make those triangles and then stitch it all together. Okay, so I now have the little bag, which I could technically just leave it as this, but I want a strap. Basically have the sides stitched on, and I decided to just create like a little chain that I could use to keep it closed. So I now just need to make the strap. I have this much of this yarn left, so I'm not sure if this is enough, but I kind of want to see how far I can get. I also am debating trying to do Tunisian crochet for the first time, just because I saw that it's like less stretchy, and I don't want this to like get super stretched out and then be super long. The other thing is that like I want it to be like a crossbody bag, so it's not like the strap needs to be that long anyway, so I'm hoping that maybe I can make it work with this, but we'll see. So anyway, yeah, I will get to working on the strap now. So it is the next day, and as I'm sure you can see, the bag is finished. I am very happy with how this turned out. I think it's really cute. I thought I wouldn't like having the little tie for the closure, but I think it's pretty cute. So I might in the future make it a button instead. We'll see. Yeah, so I was gonna film making the strap, but I ran out of space on my SD card, and then I also ran out of space on my computer, so I kind of had to spend the rest of the afternoon yesterday creating space in my computer so that I can move footage, so then I could keep filming. So I just ended up deciding to not film the strap. So, but I tried doing Tunisian crochet for the first time. You can kind of see it. I ended up, running out of the main color that I was using, so I used scrap yarn that I have. I mostly used this like scrap green, but then I ran out of that, so then I ended up using this like scrap white yarn. But yeah, I think this turned out really cute. I'm very happy with it. It's a pretty simple design and pattern, and while this wasn't exactly what I had originally envisioned, I still think it's fun, and I think it'll be nice to have just like a little bag if I'm doing like small errands or something. I can just chuck my phone in there. Yeah, that's it. That's the video. I think it's turned out very cute. I'm really happy with it. Yeah, again, while it's not what I envisioned making originally, I still think it's really fun and will be a nice bag for like small errands and stuff. So yeah, that's it. That's the video. I hope you all enjoyed this. But yeah, if there's anything else you guys want to see me make or do, just let me know down below, and make sure to like and subscribe, all that jazz, and I will see you all next time. Bye. Made oh hello. Wait, what's that? Oh, it's a shadow. Oh my god, that scared me so bad. Alright, we're in a yappy mood, aren't we? Whoa, not the yarn already splitting. A challenge, but hello. And I had to go through. Hi. You did. Okay. If there's anything else you want to see me make or do, just let me know down. But if there's anything else you guys want to. Why can't I talk? What happened? Bye. Officially bye.